they're angry that our market cap continues to grow
Yeah.
despite us like not building software per se. And I think that's an extremely narrow-minded look at what products and services can be. And I think those people are not open-minded because what we're actually building is we're building a product which is a community product. It's a
Hmm.
belonging product. It's a mission product. It's a statement product,
Yeah.
and effectively what we're doing is it's a next generation thing that a lot of people have called me crazy for proposing, but I think we are in the early stages, and we might be 2, 3 years early to this whole trend. And I think you will see much more, many more people talk about this. I've actually started talking about this, I believe, a year and a half ago. But essentially, we are a part of what I call post-software assets. And
Yeah.
essentially, my argument is every crypto in the world, like every crypto in history, was even to this day, right? Even the most technical one, it was 85% community, 15% utility or tech anyway. And we're just taking that to the extreme and we're making it 100% community, right?
Yep.
I mean, in my Singapore presentation, I talked a lot about how there are a lot of intangible values here, and people have been paying or joining these kinds of communities uh, and these kinds of sort of membership products, counter clubs, fraternities, local meetups. But we're essentially, I think SPX can be so much bigger than all of these things because of how like decentralized and global it can be. You know what I mean? So just because you can't touch it and just because there's no code doesn't mean it can be a multi-trillion-dollar thing. That's what people don't understand. And I think that's why we're so early because of how non-consensus it is. If
Oh
something
yeah.
is consensus, if something is consensus, like you go out on the street, you talk to people, you're like, oh yeah, okay, gold is valuable. Yeah, well, the reason why the reason it's 22 trillion or whatever it is, $7 trillion is it's because everybody already agrees, right? Because it's been there for 5,000 years, so everybody knows. It's like, okay, it's obvious, it's consensus. But if you want to make 100x or 1,000x returns, you have to be non-consensus. You don't have a choice. You have to be the crazy one. You have to be the schizo one. You have to be like weird and misunderstood. Because if you were accepted, then that means that all the NPCs they already embraced it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that means
It's
that
true.
you're not early anymore. And so you kind of have to be crazy if you want to make 100x, 1,000x returns. There's no
Absolutely.
other way,
Yeah.
right? And essentially, the 1,000x it happens as it gradually becomes more consensus. So the consensification is what gives you the 100x, 1,000x. And essentially, you like in the future, if you want to be a great investor, you have to like be investing in things that people are still either fighting against, calling you crazy, or hating. Because if they weren't, if they were loving it, then that 100x would have already happened. And so, right now, I think at $1 billion or whatever, it's still very, very cheap. And I think it can go to 100 billion, 1 trillion in like down the line. And um, I'm excited to be here on the journey.
Yeah. Yeah. It is incredible. Oh, if you post on Reddit, you definitely know how consensus it is.
Exactly. And
I,
it reminds me of Bitcoin, by the way, when it was starting to get posted on Reddit in 2014, 2015, people were like, this is useless. There's no utility. There's no cash flow. This is a complete, like, just magic internet money. It's a Ponzi scheme. And people, like, don't understand.
well, and
And I
that's the
think
amazing
very
thing is
influential.
on Reddit now. It's Bitcoin is super consensus among Reddit users. They're saying the same thing Bitcoin maxis would say. That's a
Yep.
shitcoin. That's a shitcoin. Like to everything. So it's kind of weird to see that. But
For
anyways,
sure. That being said, though, that being said, though, um, without naming specific names, there is a growing number of Bitcoin maxis or like hardcore Bitcoiners that are closeted SPX 6900 supporters.
yeah, I'm aware of a
Um,
few. Yeah,
yeah, and essentially they hold probably like 2 to 5% of their portfolio in SPX,
sure.
1%, whatever it is, but without talking about it, um, because they can sense that cypherpunk vibe here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I know that's because they got a Bitcoin audience and they don't want to piss them off. At least I figured that's probably why they don't want to talk about it.
Yep. Yep, but I think as we grow bigger, like I think after 10 billion or whatever, they're gonna be talking about it a bit more because it's like kind of like size legitimizes any point of view. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
you're the sacrificial lamb for the Bitcoin community.
But I feel like I've opened up the path for even more important people to join, you
Oh yeah,
know?
that reminds me. Have you do you know who Sam Hyde is? Sam,
Yes.
yeah, if you seen, I put together a video. He was shilling or discussing. It was really just shilling on a stream, random stream. He was talking about SPX 6900, repeated the flipping the stock market or whatever, saying all that, and then I found an old interview with him. It was like a month prior where he was talking about being a Bitcoin max, and he actually recommended your interview. Were you aware of that? I put together that video. I don't know if you saw that or not.
I was aware of that. You know, it's crazy because even to this day, I get a lot of DMs uh, with people telling me that my October 2018 interview with Pomp has gotten them into BTC and in
Sure.
crypto in general. And I'm very happy. I mean, I genuinely think I probably onboarded 5,000 or 10,000 people. And that might be an understatement, you know?
To
Just
SPX
to
or to Bitcoin?
just to BTC. Probably
Okay.
more. Honestly, probably
Oh
more.
yeah, definitely more.
Yeah. And I'm happy that I've made that contribution. Like if honestly, if that's all I've done, I would be happy because I think it's important, you know. Um
But
and
now he's on to SPX. I assume it's
yeah,
because of that connection. He's probably seen you
yeah.
talk about that. That was my
I
assumption.
I would assume that's the case.
It was just really, I love Sam Hyde. He's like so when I saw that, I was like, that's amazing. That's cool. I thought it was AI at first because I seemed like something. I was like, really? He's talking about it? It kind of shocked me. So, anyways,
I think
yeah,
we'll see. I think we'll see more people, like more famous people talk about it, I think.
yeah. It was super cool to see for sure. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you are on YouTube, can you please like, comment, and subscribe? If you're on other platforms, please like and comment. Now back to the video. I saw, yeah. Speaking of Reddit, I saw that you said you created a Reddit account. Have you posted, or how do you plan to contribute there?
I'm just building up my karma. I'm posted a couple of like replies, but I'm gonna start posting on there late September, early October.
Yeah. You got to build the karma up. You got to build the account up. It can be frustrating. Do you? I got you kind of answered this, but like I guess not specifically. Do you have former colleagues like who contact you about SPX 6900 seeking more information?
Yes. I had a couple of Princeton friends reach out to me asking me like about what this is because they knew I was like going crazy on BTC in 2016, 2017, and I was telling everybody about it. I was actually posting it on Facebook like back in 2016, like people still used Facebook. I was posting it on Facebook like every day. Then we all kind of moved over to Twitter. So they've reached out to me about that. I recommended them to get involved. Some coworkers have also reached out to me. I also told them to buy. Um, yeah, it's definitely happening.
Cool. Yeah, I figured. I was just kind of curious.
Is this something that has happened to you?
No, it's not. It's not. I don't think I'm big enough, and a lot of our friends don't pay attention to crypto at all. At all. The only one who does is like I told my brothers about it. They're very much like I'm only buying stuff on Robinhood. We're on Coinbase now, so if we get on Robinhood, then I think they'd be
Yeah.
down. They're
Oh,
very much that way.
I think our Coinbase listing is a huge thing, I think. You know why?
Yeah.
Because it makes onboarding people, especially in the Western world, so much easier. Because before that, you had to be like, okay, go and get a on-chain address and then go on Uniswap or you go on Bybit or you go on some others. But on Coinbase, it just makes it easier for like Americans or British people to onboard.